Hello, 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 great people. Welcome back to my kitchen. You've tuned in for another edition of Cooking with Love, and I'm Chef Green. Today is part 2 of our Asian meal. And what we're going to be making to go along with the previous video's meal, which is bourbon chicken and jasmine rice, we're going to be making crab rangoons. So let's get started. Okay, so what we have is some imitation crab meat, cream cheese that has been sitting out at room temperature, sugar, some sesame seed oil, Worcestershire sauce, and some wraps. And we have our green onions there. And here's what we have here. Flake style imitation crab meat. Of course, you can make this with real crab meat. We're gonna chop this up really, really fine. I've already cut the green onions. They're very thinly sliced as well. That is an 8-ounce pack. I just want a hint of this crab meat in the wontons. So I don't know that I'll be using much more than this of the crab meat. So we're gonna take a fork and begin pressing the cream cheese. Okay, we'll add our crab meat. The knife will be more helpful. We also want to show you how thinly sliced our green onion are. And I make sure we do some of the white and the green portions of it. And what I chopped up here is 3 I guess stalks of green onion, and I left a few for garnish that aren't as thinly sliced as the others. And we're gonna add some sugar, maybe about a tablespoon of sugar. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons. And then we're gonna put some sesame seed oil in there, and be very mindful. Sesame seed oil is powerful, super duper powerful. Definitely want to be careful and use a measuring spoon for that. We're going to do about 1/4 of a teaspoon. See, that kind of overflowed a little bit. I'd rather have less than what I need than more than what I need. Well, we're doing 1/4 teaspoon of that sesame seed oil. Just kind of sprinkling it around in there. Okay, let's get some salt. I'm gonna shake this in my hand, so we'll do about a pinch of salt. I'm gonna stir all this stuff together. I don't know if I told you guys, but it was 8 ounces of cream cheese. I'm gonna give it a taste and see if we need to adjust anything before we actually assemble the wontons. That's perfect. I like. Our next step, make ready our wontons. This is not the same brand I used the last time, which has been maybe about 3-4 years ago. Which I don't too much think the brand matters, but we shall see. What we're gonna do, you know what, let me grab my brush. It doesn't match, y'all know how I am. It doesn't necessarily match my kitchen, but come in handy for what I'm doing right now. So, I have this little brush here. Now we're gonna use, for the first time, go ahead and wash it. And all that we'll be using this brush for is to wet the edges of our wontons, our wonton wraps. We don't want to overfill it, so we'll put just that amount in there, and we'll take up the corners. Let's do with that. I have parchment paper that I'm going to place over the cutting board, and we'll sit those on there as we get them finished. This is definitely a long drawn out process, but I'll do a couple more with you guys, and then I'll finish the rest off camera. Lift it up, connect the corners, then connect the other corners and pinch them closed. I put it right in the center, and then I close it. Pinch the end, one corner closed, push that inward, pinch those edges closed, push this side inward, and push those edges closed. Kind of looks like a boat. And I sit it on the parchment paper. So I'll be back when they're all done, before we're ready to fry. Our wontons are already prepared and ready to drop into the hot oil. I'm allowing the oil to continue to heat, and look at my wok. I've had it the same time, well, around the same time that I got the new pots, maybe about a couple of weeks or so afterwards, but I haven't made any Asian dishes to use my wok. Not that that's the only way I can use it, but that's when I wanted to use it. We're gonna get ready to drop some in. I put one in as a tester. batch that I made 32 wontons. First batch is out after they fried for about 3 to 4 minutes. So our wontons are done, and we'll meet you at the dinner table. So we're back at the dinner table, and we're going in on this bourbon chicken, jasmine rice, and some crab rangoons. Yummy. Oh, I've been so hungry for some Asian food. A few months ago, I had an incident at a restaurant, and so I haven't eaten. And this is like one of my all-time favorite styles of food, other than soul food. I love Asian food. I've been making Asian food for about 5 years now. Started making it 5 years ago. And the very first thing that I made while in culinary school, that I made at home for the kids, was shrimp fried rice. And and then I'd make, different dishes. And when I tell you, my kids wore me thin. They were just excited about it. Mama can make Chinese food. I did the egg rolls. I remember making it one night, and then we had it for leftovers the following night. And then when there was no more leftovers, they wanted me to make it all over again. And it's a lot of work. Now, that's the one thing. That's another reason why. Like, literally, you put so much work into this type of food. Like, I think it took me about an hour. The recipe made 32 wontons. There's just a lot of work and a lot of steps, especially with the mincing of the garlic and the fine chopping of the ginger and things like that. Like, a lot of Asian foods take ginger and garlic, and that's like every time you cook something. So that's another reason why, like, I kind of backed off from making Asian food. There's a lot of work in it. And normally I don't mind the work, but like little small things like that, even when I made the egg rolls, you got to be so precise, and like you have to be, it has to be almost perfect for it to work out. So, but anyway, I'm excited to be getting back into it. And one of my cousins, after what happened with me at the restaurant, one of my cousins was like, well, it's on you now to teach us how to do some Asian food. And it's been a few months, but cuz, I got you. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another edition of Cooking with Love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave any comments you have below, and please share this video. And until next time, I'm Chef Green. Bye-bye.